Y'all are a beautiful couple.
I
want what you guys have. I'm telling you, I want your life, and I'm willing to take
want
it from
him?
you. I don't want him.
I was like, you can have him for an hour. No, just kidding.
An hour, girl. You know what I can do in an hour?
I'm just kidding.
We gonna get freaky
Okay.
tonight.
He's gonna like take you to Denny's.
Denny's, why the fuck I get Denny's? Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Fannita. I got a podcast. The show before the club. This is where we sit, chat, talk, and we drink. Bottoms up, bitch. Woo-hoo. So today, guys, we're going to talk about beauty standards in the media, especially the early 2000s. But first, I want to talk about something that's been happening recently. So a lot of you know that I'm on my weight loss journey. I've been losing some pounds, losing some weight. But what's been really getting under my fucking skin and getting on my nerves is that before I I started losing weight, people would only talk about my content for what the content was. But now, if I make a video completely unrelated to what I look, I'm making like a regular joke, like the top comment will be like, oh my God, Fannita, you look so good. And it's like, it's so annoying having people constantly comment on my body. And then it's like a little saddening in a way, because it's like, I've lost weight and I've lost quite a bit of weight, but I'm still the same person. I still have the same face. I still have the same features. And it's almost like you're inadvertently telling me or implying that I didn't look good before I started losing weight. And it just really it's really starting to wear on my fucking nerves and starting to piss me off. So yeah, that's something that really, really annoys me. But thankfully I have my bestie, Phaith Montoya, here, and we're going to talk about it today in today's episode. So stick around. Today we're going to be talking about how the media shaped what we viewed ourselves as growing up. Because we know the early 2000s was fucking hell if you were a little chubby. We remember. The North remembers. So to talk about this topic, I have one of my very, very, very dear friends. She's very beautiful. She's very nice. She's very kind. She's truly the love of my life and my sister, and I'm so happy that I've met her. Her name is Phaith Montoya!
I'm gonna cry with that intro.
I love you so much.
I love you more.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Aww.
So Phaith, tell me what it was like for baby Phaith growing up.
Well, I'm sure like our experiences were really similar.
Yeah.
It was ghetto.
Yeah, it was ghetto.
It was ghetto out there.
It was super ghetto.
I feel like, especially somebody that I love watching like movies and TV.
Me too.
Oof, I was catching strays every time.
Yep, me too.
You were never gonna be able to watch a movie without like hearing like how disgustingly terrible you were if you were fat.
Yes, and it's not even like, we have to remember they like warped our brains into thinking like Raven-Symoné was fat.
No, the way they dressed her in the Cheetah
Yes.
Girls.
The way they dressed her in the Cheetah Girls pissed me off. Why is she wearing a trench coat?
Right, and she looked so good in That's So Raven.
Yeah.
And that's what really pissed me off too, because she was like stunning in That's So Raven, but when you compare her to other bodies, now she's the mom.
Yeah.
Now she's the manager.
That's exactly how it always looked. Like she'd always like, they like went to Lane Bryant.
Yeah.
Why is she wearing a completely different outfit than the other members of the cast?
Right. She got like full pants on, full long sleeve shirt.
And then it'd always be like a long trench coat down to the ankles with the fur on the cuffs.
Right.
Like, and then also, but on like That's So Raven, her outfits ate.
They ate down because when they looked at her as just like her own entity, they had nobody to compare her to. They weren't like, ooh, she's the biggest in the group.
Yeah.
They were
but
just
then
like,
also like her being the biggest in the group was like what? She was like an 8?
right.
Maybe.
No, they really tried to convince us she was plus size.
They tried to did you ever watch The Parkers?
Yes.
You remember the daughter of the Parkers?
Yes.
They tried to they made us think that girl was obese.
No, yeah. Literally. No.
Actually?
I vividly remember that episode where like Raven's like trying to be a model or something.
Yeah.
And I remember she like, they Photoshop her body. She like bust out like, I don't even look like that. And like she like comes out like.
She thought she ate that.
Yeah. And I'm like, she ate that bad. Girl, you are pushing a size 6. I mean, she looks good. And I feel like her body for the times though, definitely marginalized. So I get it.
And then not only was it like, oh, America's Next Top Model. That show, Tyra Banks, you will have a chair in hell for what you've done, bro.
No,
bro,
yeah.
America's Next Top Model was actually, you remember the plus size models that would audition?
Girl. And they were like definitely a size 8.
No, they were just like 5'10" and a size 6.
Yeah. Literally.
It was actually, and then half like, you remember the, Tyra's so sick. You remember the episode where they had to do like a modeling shoot for like different countries?
Yes.
And they put the white girl in like they gave her
yes, and then they had everybody doing like different races. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, America's Next Top Model is actually so controversial.
Yeah.
But like we had like Say Yes to the Dress or like all those like fashion shows with the modeling shows. And then also like if we watch like Disney or Nickelodeon or everything, all like the main stars of the shows. Because you heard like the tea about That's So Raven. Like she wasn't originally supposed to be the main character. So like even for me, like none of the main characters that I saw growing up were ever black for one.
Yeah.
And if they were black, they definitely were not fat.
Yeah.
Or they made them into like the ghetto like funny girls. You remember you watched Bring It On with the Clovers?
Yes.
You remember like the ratchet best friend, the black girl?
Yes.
They convinced us that she was fat because she was like eating a lot.
Or the one with Solange, the Bring It On,
yeah,
All or
that's
Nothing.
What I'm talking about, her best friend.
Yes, they were like, oh, she's a big girl. I'm like, please, we literally just watched that the other day. Like, because I was like.
And also, you just like hear things. We were talking like back before we got on, we were talking about like white chicks. Yeah. And like that whole scene about them being like too fat for the clothes.
Yeah, she was like, Tina the talking tummy.
It's so you like jelly.
Yes.
Somebody throw shampoo back into the ocean. Woo.
Yes, literally like you were just always catching strays. Like even my favorite movies like Devil Wears Prada, Anne Hathaway was like called fat. Or like Mean Girls, Regina George was like, when she found out she was like gaining weight, she literally thought like, you would have thought she got the plague. Yeah. The way she screamed.
And then also it's like, y'all have to think about like how deeply rooted fat phobia is because a way to sabotage Regina George was to make her fat.
Right. Like that is the worst thing.
That's the worst thing she could have been in high school was fat. Like that is a crazy concept. Like this bitch was giving her protein bars for her to gain weight because she knew that would like destroy her from the inside out.
Literally, and then all she started wearing was like sweatpants.
Yeah. She didn't wear a single pair of jeans for the rest of the movie.
Right. She was not cute. Like that's literally like worse than the plague growing up in the 2000s.
That's how like I don't know. I just feel like that's how like deeply rooted. I remember when Meghan Trainor came out into the scene, they tried to say that Meghan Trainor was fat.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just talking to her about like how in the 2000s it was like a nasty shift. Like the word thick came out.
Yeah.
And
then it got
gross. The DMs, like the love that we got was actually sinister.
It was a goalpost though because when they talked about thick, they weren't talking about stomach. They were just talking about ass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But then like I feel like it just kind of gave like fat girls more of like a time to be like, well, I'm not fat, I'm thick.
I'm thick.
I'm thick with 2 C's.
No, or because before it was thick, it was fat with a PH.
Right. But now it's thick. What do they say fat with the PH is?
Pretty hot and thick.
Pretty hot and thick. They always say that to me. And I cannot stand it. But yeah, I feel like, whenever Fetty Wap was like, slim, thick with your cute ass. Like, it became a trend to like thicker girls.
And then when Drake said, I like my girls BBW.
I'm telling you, it was a trend. When I tell you the world shifted on its axis for like
I think
fat
when,
girls.
like men, because I feel like the fucking people start changing their tune when men decide things. And once men, and especially like rappers, started like being like, oh, I like bitches with big old booties and all this other shit. That's when because you remember in the early 2000s they said Jennifer Lopez was fat because she had a butt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which was crazy.
That was like a very small.
Yeah, like thinking back on it, because I remember growing up like, oh my God, look at Jennifer Lopez's huge ass. but like now when I like go back and watch like any movie with her, I'm like, oh, they was tripping off nothing.
Right.
Because her butt was not that big.
Yeah, I think back and I look back on like how her butt looked, even like Kim K's butt. Yeah. Like I was just like.
Also, I feel like the Kardashians having BBLs and being in the spotlight also put on the thick girls.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like the it girl of the scene was like always like Paris Hilton or like Lindsay Lohan. They were so skinny,
especially Paris.
And I feel like for somebody that was like racially ambiguous, she was Armenian, and also just had darker features and wasn't like a size 0, 00. That kind of shifted everything too. I don't know. 2010s like when we got the most love, but I feel like now in 2020, it's like we're backpedaling.
We're backpedaling. I was about to say the same thing. I feel like we're going every time I get on like with the whole Lizzo thing and the Lizzo controversy, the TL has been devilishly fat phobic.
The lashings?
The lashes she's getting.
The lashings we're all getting.
Yeah.
Because of that.
I literally seen a TikTok that had, mind you, 1 million likes.
I think I saw the exact same one.
I never had a problem. I just something about like
I just hated her because she was fat. Yeah. So now I got a reason to hate her more. And I'm like, it has 1 million likes.
It had 1 million likes.
People are so openly like fat phobic. Like, that's the only bigotry that like everyone could subscribe to, and no one bats an eye.
I feel like people get to be who they are regularly if they're not fat. Because like what I mean by that is like, for instance, Twitter is a hellhole if you're fat.
She's always telling me like, Faith, stop posting on Twitter. Every time she sees it go viral.
Because I know what the quote tweets are gonna look like, bro. Like it's evil on Twitter. Like I feel like on a general aspect of everybody that makes content, everybody that does their own thing, people are allowed to make whatever content they want or be whoever they want or just be fun or be fresh or whatever the but when it comes time for fat people to like get in front of the camera and enjoy themselves or post a picture, like I got jumped on Twitter because I posted a picture.
Was it the one where you're like in your pink outfit and the little motorcycle?
On the bike.
Yeah, you look too hot.
I woke up. I look too.
You
too
look
good.
too good.
I look too good. And that's another thing too, because I feel like people's minds are so warped that they equate being fat to being ugly. Mm-hmm. So then when they see a pretty fat person, it's like, oh, this can't be right. There's no such thing as a fat, pretty person.
Like their brain is glitching and they're like, I had to like shame her. I had to shame her back into this cave so I never have to let it glitch again.
Also, I feel like because of so long, especially growing up, again, we having like the 2000s influence, for so long, not even you, like people made it a point that if you are fat, you should not be a certain way. Right. If you're fat, you should cover up, you should wear sweatshirts, you should only eat healthy, you should only work towards being skinny or being like socially acceptable.
Right.
But like now we're living in 2023 where, okay, bitch, because I'm fat don't mean shit.
Right. Like I'm still gonna put it on. And
you got it on too. You got it on, twin.
Tummy's out in 2023. I feel like
that's what pisses people off the most when they see like fat people. Like you'll post a picture of you and your boyfriend. All hell will break loose.
The think pieces are crazy. They're like, he's with her for this, he's with her for that, or like, oh, the racial stereotypes.
And this also is like, can we just take a good look at Phaith? Like. That's what pisses me off. Like, okay, you can call me fat or whatever, but like I don't like when we start to lie.
Yeah. Like now you're being unserious.
Yeah, like now like we can joke and we can spar, mm-hmm. Like, okay, I'm a fat bitch, all right. But if you're trying to call either one of us ugly, now that's when you've lost me. Because I like to play, I like when we're being fair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you've lost the plot.
When you clock me, like that's fine. But like you look at her, bro.
She's so sweet.
No, like I'm being so serious. Like you're one of the like prettiest people that I know, genuinely. Aww. But like I feel like when people see, because you know what it is, a lot of people put their self-worth, their self-value, and their just like their quality of life into how they look. Definitely. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people's quality of life depends on how they look and if they look like a certain body type. So when they see fat people coming on the internet seemingly happy, it's like, that's not how it works in my brain, because if I don't look a certain way, I can't be happy. And I don't like that this person looks this way and they are happy.
Right. It's like always the gym rats that are in my comments. And I'm like, listen, you go to the gym twice a day. You count all your macros. Why are you complaining under my post? Like, you should be living your happiest, best life. You love yourself.
Here's what I want us to finally get to the bottom of and finally start being honest about. Y'all don't give a flying about anybody's health. Let's kill the narrative.
Yeah.
Y'all don't give.
Shut that down.
I could have cancer for all you know. You guys don't give a y'all can see me being fat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all don't know is that like y'all be under Faith's comment saying go to the gym. She does. She does. She does because she wants to, because she likes it. Y'all don't know what the fat people do. Now let's take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors today at Caraway. Life is full of firsts. Whether it's your first time going off to college, getting into the job market, or moving into your own place, doing things for the first time can be difficult. If it's your first time managing your healthcare by yourself, sit back and relax and let Caraway make it easy. Caraway is the care you need all in one place. Their easy-to-use app offers physical, mental, and reproductive health care tailored to the needs of Gen Z. With Caraway, you can have unlimited 24/7 access to an experienced care team of doctors, therapists, psychiatrists, gynecologists, nurses, and health advisors. And you can literally use the app to message your care team directly for quick answers to all your questions, big or small, no matter what time it is. Memberships start at less than $25 a month. I repeat, less than $25 a month. That's less than the copay at urgent care. And all the care you get from Caraway is covered by your membership fee, including therapy. Right now, Caraway is offering new members 30 days completely free. If you go to caraway.health/bottomsup, there's no credit card required to try it. Get free and unlimited access to chat with their care team for 30 days. That's caraway.health/bottomsup for 30 days completely free. Caraway is available in select states. Go to caraway.health/bottomsup to learn more. And also what I've learned, because I've been losing weight, until you look skinny, people are still gonna like makes you with the fat shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, until you fit a certain look or you look a certain way, like, I'm going to get the fat allegations until I don't look fat no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't know how far you've came. They don't know how much
Exactly.
weight you've lost. They don't know what you've done to get there. And I feel like even when I lost like 50 pounds, I remember people were like, oh my God, congrats, but keep going. Like, the
That's
keep
another
going
thing, too.
is crazy.
What pisses me off is that, like, I get congratulated for losing weight.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me. Like, congratulate me when, like, I graduate from Harvard.
Right.
Or, like, get a doctorate. Like, don't congratulate me from losing, like, fat off of body. Like, off of flesh shit.
Like, why is it such a congratulatory thing for people to, like, look as an
and
accolade?
And that's what I, like, because I guess I didn't, like, start seeing it until I started losing weight. Because, like, I wasn't fat growing up. I remember I told you that, and you were like, gag.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, she's a new fat?
Yeah, I'm a new fat. So I started getting fat when I went to college, but I wasn't fat growing up because I was starved as a kid. Well, we won't get into that. But that's why I have, like, a poor relationship with food. But yeah, when I went to college, I started gaining a ton of weight. And so, but growing up, I always thought I was fat. Like, in my mind, because of, like, my stepmom bullying me, and, like, I was, like, stockier built. So, like, they were like, she's fat. So, like, in my mind, I was always fat. You know what I mean? It wasn't until college I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting fat. Like, I was fat my whole time. Like, in my
Mentally,
brain was warped. Yeah, I was
and
fat.
you were so, like, small. Like, when I saw a picture of her for the first time, I was actually jarred. I was like, wait. Like, I felt, like, betrayed by my sister. Like, what? like Terry Crews in White Chicks. When you find out that she's
all white party. Yeah, literally.
Literally, that's how I felt. I was like, oh my gosh. But, like, for you to have that conception, like, it was so believable. Because, like I said, people like Raven Simone was considered fat in the 2000s.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
so, like, my whole time, like, I, like, thought I was fat. But as I've been losing weight, I've been, like, so, like, I wasn't, and then also, like, I guess because of, like, the people that I surrounded myself with, but also because I wasn't fat in high school, I never got, like, the most people that bullied me for being fat was my stepmom, but she was a hating ass bitch, and then my basketball coach, because I had like a butt, would call me fat.
Yeah.
But, like, anyways, so I never, like, experienced, like, heavily bullying because of my weight until the internet. Like, I would have thought I was slim thick if I never got on TikTok.
Yeah, you would have lived your life in ignorance, like never knowing how big you were.
Yes.
Yeah, they will remind you.
Yeah,
like,
no. It's like, I remember the first time. You remember I made that video about, like, slutting men out?
Yeah.
That's when I learned that I was fat for real.
She learned that day. One thing, if she learned anything.
Like, I know a lot of people, like, really like that video, and it's, like, one of my most popular videos. But that video caused me so much. I, like, wanted to, like, self-harm.
Self-harm.
Like, it was Faith. It was so bad. I was all types of black bitch. Like,
yeah.
But you know what's also crazy? That as soon as, like, an attractive man, like, sticks a video and was like, oh my God, this is so funny. Everybody's like, oh my God, get a load of that girl.
Right.
Does she remind you of Drewski or what?
I feel like, I don't know why, I go in your comments and I feel like you don't really get hate that much anymore.
Not anymore. No.
Okay.
Like, I mean, remember what happened in May? They was eating me up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I meant, like, about weight.
No, like, people don't, but now, what's pissing me off now, and it's going to keep happening the more I lose weight, but, like, I'll make a video unrelated to my weight. If you go into my comments, the top comment is about how I look.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Yeah. I think my, like, following has been so, like, they're just such in good shape, okay? Like, gave them a lot of pep talks that when people are, like, commenting about, like, whether I lost or whether I gained, they're like, not too fucking much. Like, don't, like, why are you talking about her weight? Like, it doesn't matter if you know, like, oh, yes, girl, I see you losing. Like, don't talk about my weight because, you know, it is really triggering for me. And I think that it's just interesting I
just want us as a collective to stop talking and commenting about people's weight.
Right. Especially, like, on just people's bodies in general. Like, I feel like going to, like, family events, you'll always have your family be like, oh, my God, you look so good, you lost weight. Or, like, oh, my God, put that plate down.
Yeah.
Like, it's never
you're getting a second?
Right.
You're
plate
not
watching heavy, okay?
Bro, you know, you ever been to a family gathering and you got to, like, look at everybody else's plate and, like, memorize who's on what plate so you don't look fat as in the seconds?
You got to make sure that your portions are small, but I will take a leftover to go.
Yeah.
To
That's
eat in peace. Yeah. I'm going to eat in peace at home. I'm going to tell them that this is for the whole week, but...
No. I got one for my friend. My friend staying with me for the weekend, too. Or, bro, I remember, like, Harley, I'd be like... I'd have to get Harley to go get my best friend here. She's behind the camera. But I had to go be like, hey, can you, like, go put some food on your plate?
Yeah, because it's actually, like, the criminalization of just, like, fat people eating.
Yes,
so
bro.
many people literally tell me every day to starve. They, like, rather me starve. But then again, they care about my health.
Yeah,
they just
of course.
want me to starve.
Yeah.
To get to this goal of
and they
what
want
my
you to
body
work out,
should
but
look
they don't
like.
want you to do, like, what you do for working out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. That video that I made recently about like...
pole dancing?
Yeah, and, like, people people were like, okay, well, you need to be doing cardio. I started doing pickleball. Okay, well, you need to be in a gym. Okay, I start going to the gym. They're like, okay, stop lifting weights. You need to be doing a treadmill or a Stairmaster.
Here's my thing. That's why I don't be listening to you health freaks, because you bitches move the goalposts every time. Y'all will continuously move the goalposts. Because I remember when I was opening up about having gastric bypass or whatever, there was a bitch in my comments that was like, you should have just tried to lose the weight naturally. Do you want me to be fat or not?
Right.
Pick one.
Right. Pick one. Yeah. I feel
one.
like they're going to pick apart everything you do no matter what. So just do what you want to do anyways.
That's what I talked about in a previous episode, is no matter what you do, if somebody doesn't like you, they're going to find a reason not to like you.
Right.
And especially when you're fat, they hate you by the way you look.
Just for existing.
Yeah, they hate you for existing. And I'd be damned if I see a fat bitch smiling around this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Happy?
No,
joyful?
Anytime
are you out of your fucking mind?
Literally.
You smiling and shit? you in love and shit? You went to Mykonos last summer? How fucking dare you?
Yeah, how dare you exist as a fat person? I feel like even when I post with my boyfriend, they're like, how dare he love her? What the hell? Why does he like her?
And if you knew Faith, you know why he loves her, because she's a very lovable person.
Aw.
She's the greatest thing that ever happened to him.
What the hell?
You are. Am I wrong? No. Okay. All right.
Let's ask the audience.
And we're going to get into more about her boyfriend later. So, Faith, let's jump into one of my favorite segments. We're going to play Are You the Menace? Dun, dun, dun. And you're going to tell me a story about a time that you did something menacingly. It could be when you were a kid. When you just did something you knew was up.
Okay.
Is it when you dated that jailbird?
No, that was pretty menacing. But I don't want to talk about him. Even though this is Loki about him, but
That's when I knew me and Faith were soul sisters, when I found that information out about her.
Yeah.
This girl, she ride it up, man. You got a good one, man.
I feel so growing up fat, we talk about how, just how troubling it was. And I felt like I was going to make it every man's problem when I was in high school. I was going to cause havoc and revenge on everybody.
Pause. Put a pin in this. Y'all gotta stop believing the men that only make fat women content. They don't I love a girl who knows how to cook and makes fried chicken and has a stomach and
they're the
rolls
worst.
And cellulite. I love big fat juicy fat ass women because they're cuddly and I can cuddle up, and they're warm as with their fat asses.
The hugs are the best. The cuddles.
Yeah, they smell like cookie dough and goddamn cake batter with their big fat asses.
They sweat butter. Literally.
They spit out icing.
Yeah, I think they're doing as much harm as almost the fat phobes.
No, it's who's more insufferable, the men that like fat women or the white boys that like black women?
Yeah. No, yeah, and then they really want a prize for that.
Yeah.
They want to be loved. Yeah, I feel every time they stitch me, I would always block them because I already know. I already saw through.
Yeah. And then a lot of it, I'm sorry to say, I'm sure there are. Here's the thing. I'm a firm believer in you can like things without having to announce it.
Right.
If I like white boys, I don't have to make 18,000 videos about white boys.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, Faith. I knew you were going to say that with your little fake ass. But I feel if you date fat women, it doesn't need to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not on my conscience about white boys. I have a couple videos here and there that feature white men.
Right. Yeah, but I don't think that you're making videos with trending sounds ooh, when a white boy comes in.
Yeah,
or something
I don't do that type. That's just corny.
It's just corny, and I feel you just looking for a pat on the back. You're looking for
a
somebody.
pat on the back.
Yeah.
I love box braids and passion twists and bonnets and wave grease and do-rags.
And I feel you're just contributing further to the sexualization of these different groups.
Yep.
You know, and it's just you're low-key just fetishizing us.
Exactly.
Pushing the narrative harder, but
you can finish your story, love.
So yeah, I just made sure that it was everybody's problem. And I remember I think he was my boyfriend. Or he wasn't, he was definitely we were on and off. Yeah, I hung out with my, whatever at the time. And definitely we kissed. Mm-hmm. But before I went to his house, I actually was hanging out with another guy, and I knew he hated him. And I made sure I was going to kiss him first. So that when I went
over. The first boy or the
guy that he hated.
Okay.
So that way he could get the remnants of him when I went to go kiss
Oh,
him.
whoa.
It was just a kiss. It was just a kiss.
So I went upstairs. I'm just doing just fine. So I gotta be damned because I want it all. I started just with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss.
It was only a kiss, truly. And then, but this is the menacing part. I left. I went to a party with my friends, and I ended up kissing somebody else.
I'm not gonna lie. I did something similar to that, but it wasn't a kiss.
Ooh, what was it?
So basically, again, man, back in my college days, y'all heard a lot of horror stories from me.
I was in high school, by the way, young.
I was probably 19 or 20, but there's this one boy. It was 20 because I had lost my virginity. Okay, so there's this one boy. He was on the rugby team in my school. He was really big, huge, and he liked eating ass.
Ooh.
That's neither really here or there for this story, but anyway, sometimes he would just want to eat my pussy. So there's this other boy that I also had that he would just like me or whatever. So I was another boy one night, and then the boy that just liked to eat me out was like, "Hey, you want to come over and get ate out?" And it was after I the one boy. So I came home and did a little bird bath.
A bird? Okay, at least you did a bird bath. I was about to
I did a little whole shower, a little whole bath. got the rags, some soap.
You're so sick.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, at least you had some couth. You, like, cleaned up a little. Like, I just...
No, it would have been absolutely fine if I just drove straight to the other dude's house, bro. That would have been actually sick for real. But yeah, I took the soap and the rag, and then...
So the plant.
But anyways, so yeah, I did a little whole bath. I put a little bit of soap on a rag, wiped the cooter cat off. It was probably still some remnants of some dick inside me, but that's none of my business. I'm not eating coochie. And then like I went over to his house and he was like, "Sit on my face," and I was like, "Okay."
Okay, you knew exactly what was happening.
He ate the out of my cooch.
He probably ate that a little bit of the other guy too.
No, 100%. What do you mean?
The juices of
it was like a 20-minute time frame.
Ew.
Like I literally drove from the one dude's house, drove home, did a little wipe the coochie, and then went to the other dude's house.
But that was really nice of you to actually wipe the coochie.
Yeah, I could have let him go eat dick.
Yeah,
like, if I wanted to.
I mean, you owed him nothing. So
Yeah,
truly, that was
I'm a
actually
good
really.
person.
You are a good person. You're so kind.
I'm so kind and gracious.
I have like no regard for like men, so I'm always like, you're so nice
Faith
for that.
hates men. It's actually so funny.
I truly do. I do.
It's because we're yin and yang. Because like she hates men, but you know I love men.
Yeah, literally. The only man I like is my boyfriend.
I like her boyfriend too, but again, we're gonna get into that later. Also, did y'all know that Faith tried to make me seem like I was a homewrecker one time on live?
Okay, she had a literal picture.
First of all, stop saying that.
She had a picture of my boyfriend and her on the fridge. Just them two.
First of
not
all,
me.
From
My birthday party.
From her birthday party. But what she also fails to ever mention was that there are other pictures up besides her boyfriend.
Okay, but none of those pictures were of me and her alone.
Because we didn't take one alone because
we did.
No,
I have the footage.
It.
I'll send it to you guys so you guys can like. You know.
Actually, I think I did found it because it's in my room. Actually, but I'm putting it on the fridge. But there were other pictures on the fridge besides the one of her boyfriend. Also. No shade, not everything's about you. I had a dashing good smile in that photo.
Okay, then cut his ass out.
No.
Why
That's
not cut him out?
Why would I cut him out? That's kind of weird. That's more weird than having
let me set the scene. You walk into her home. You see a picture collage on her fridge. All of them are with girls. There's only one photo with her and a man.
That's the only one I have with a boy.
And they look like the pinnacle of black love. Okay,
that's what she was jealous about. Okay? That's what she was jealous about. No. She was jealous because we did look like a Calvin
that's
Klein.
all she said to me that night. She said, "Look, this is black love." Okay, so yeah, she really sold it to me.
But we really did look gorgeous.
Y'all did look beautiful.
Yeah,
it was a very stunning picture, but it was almost too stunning.
And if you have insecurities, just say that.
I'm not insecure, okay?
No,
everybody on live was like, she's foul for putting my man on your live.
They was sucking dick.
Why did you just suck my dick then? Why couldn't they suck your dick?
They're always sucking your dick every time we go on live. Yes, they are.
No, they're always sucking yours.
She tried to make me seem like I was a homewrecker, but really, that's just my brother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that? Why you calling that nigga your bro? We know you f***ed him.
What?
I think that's who said that? Ice Spice or Nicki? No, I think it was Cardi. Yeah, it was Cardi. But she said that in a song, like, don't call him your bro, we know you or some shit.
Exactly.
It was Cardi or Lotto.
Exactly.
So you know about us then? He told you?
No.
Oh, well, I guess you're finding out
you
today.
You see what I'm talking about? She walks around so innocent.
I don't, though.
She's
you know, here's the thing. I thought Faith would walk into my house and see that picture and be like, oh my God, that's so cute, because we looked adorable in it. But instead, she accuses me of doing something malicious.
The gag is I already knew about the picture before I walked into your house. I think you showed us on live the picture of my boyfriend and you. Okay, I came into her house with the full intent to steal that photo.
I still have it.
She does.
Yeah, I made sure because she was gonna, my smile, y'all. She had the fancy photo booth that had like the black and white, and we did look like a Calvin Klein, like Christmas photo worthy picture.
They did look good, but a little too good.
And you're just a hater. So now let's talk about, would you rather? Would you rather me have a picture of your boyfriend on my fridge, or tell me how big your boyfriend's penis is? And we'll find out later on the show. Faith, now you see this phone. This phone is going to ring. And we're going to answer questions from my fan line. Because tonight, it's time for Fannita's Fan Fiction! Shimmy your tits, shimmy your tits. All right. Faith, you can answer the phone. Since you're the guest.
Hello?
Hi, guys. This is a question for both Fannita and Faith. I actually went to high school with Faith, and I just wanted to know, as a big girl myself, how did you guys get more confident and stop caring about, like, these beauty standard expectations and just not caring about what people think about you or what you look like? Thanks. I love you.
What if that girl hated you in high school?
I know, right? I'm like, no, I'm just
you a fake little bitch. Don't try to call in because she a big time. She a big shot now. You a fake little whore.
No.
We know you ain't Faith in high school. You ain't like her ass.
No, I actually had like a lot of people that really like, especially in like, I don't know if you're in a younger grade than me, but like would always be like, oh my God, I love, because I was in a pageant in high school and I won my school's pageant.
Ooh.
And whenever I won over like the girl that didn't win, she ran off stage and was like, I lost to a fat girl. And she was like, I remember on Snapchat the next day, she was like, you can't compare a size 0 to a size 30. And like that.
It's always a 30, man.
Right? I'm like, shit. Like,
It's always a 28.
how did we get to 30? Like, we like times 2'd my size, but I just remember like it was pretty devastating to me, but I still like pressed on.
I remember, I'm so sorry. So like my family, they like stalk my TikTok, right? Mm-hmm. And anytime I make videos about like hating my family, they like my stepsister or half sister allegedly, she'll make a bunch of like series of videos about me. One time she posted a video of me, I kid you not, with just like no context, no audio, a silent video of me like cleaning the kitchen. Like back in high school, I was cleaning the kitchen.
Okay, Cinderella.
Like literally skinny as and she was like, she was malnourished. She's a size 18 in this. And I was like,
No.
Faith, I kid you not, I was like an 8.
Wow, not 18. Like that, like they don't even know what sizes we're wearing.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
but like that just reminded me of that. Because she was like, we didn't feed her. Like Harley literally had to come like park in the woods. I would jump in her truck and she would take me to go get food. Like Harley had to work at the Boys and Girls Club to feed us both.
but that's a real ass friend.
Really?
Like that's love.
And she also got free lunch, and she didn't eat school lunch, so she would give me her lunch. And like us eating at lunch was literally like a Mission Impossible sketch every fucking day, because my stepmom also worked at the school, so she would come into my lunch to make sure that I wasn't eating lunch. So Harley would literally have to watch my 6. She'd have to like sit in front of me, and like I'd be fucking. And then every time Harley would like to have to take the plate, I'd be like, "Give it to me! You know I haven't eaten." She'd be just like, "Calm down, man. Your stepmom's behind you."
You sound like a little Victorian child.
No, but like that, like it was that fucking serious. Like Harley literally had to pick up another shift so I could have lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was so real, man.
No,
real
that is real.
But I feel like that's why I have a strange relationship with food as an adult.
I feel like we all have like those backstories that are just like, how did we get here? And it's still like impacting us. Like I'm 25 and I'm like, oh my God, still have these issues.
Sometimes I guess like, well, now I can't because of the surgery, but like before, like I think for me, it was one, I was able to finally eat things and like I could eat and not have to like hide food, right? And like eat in secret, and like I could eat whatever I wanted. I could have a burger if I wanted to get,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like I could eat like whatever, and then I was always scared that I was just like never gonna be able to eat again,
right?
You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things where like I ate so much because like I was just fearful that I was never gonna be able to eat again. Yeah. And like I'd have to like go hungry like I did in like high school and like eat sleep for dinner type shit. Yeah. So that's why, cause like once I went to college, we have like the dining hall. The dining hall was like a buffet style type shit, so I could eat like whatever all I wanted, and then I have like my dining bucks or whatever. So like for me, it's just like I never had any like control,
Right.
because like the fear of like not eating, like if you've ever been in a situation or grown up like in a household where like you didn't have food or you weren't allowed to eat or you were like always constantly like monitored,
Or like getting put on like diets, like
and I was
super
always
restrictive
always
diets.
on a diet, but like the diet was like starvation.
Yeah.
Like my stepmom would do this thing where I was only allowed to eat like Cheerios. That was like pretty much like practically like my only meal like ever. And then sometimes like I just didn't eat. But she would make me like bring her the Cheerios in the morning, and she would make me bring her like an empty bowl, and then she would pour the cereal back and forth to make sure there were like no sugar in the cereal.
Wow.
So it was like crazy, like extreme things like that, and like starving me and making sure she told like the lunch ladies at school like not to let me go through the lunch line or not to let me get food, and like watching us eat at lunch and watching me and my friends and making sure my friends didn't give me food.
Yeah.
So like I grew up like, you know, like scared to eat anything, and then like getting fat, it's like now I'm scared to eat food because people shame fat people for eating. You know what I mean? So like I don't know, I just feel like that's why we need to reach a point as like a society where we stop commenting on our bodies. I remember to get the gastric bypass, I had to start seeing a dietitian, and I remember like my dietitian told me that there was no such things as like good foods or bad foods.
Yeah.
All of it's just food.
Right.
Some of it doesn't have nutritional value, but that doesn't make it bad food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like ever since she told me that, it's like that's how I've kind of like just been seeing food and like overcoming like, also food's a comfort too. You know what I mean? Like only like very few things make me happy in life, but food always came through, man.
Yeah. I feel like food is like never gonna let you down. Like
yeah,
people
food is that
and
girl.
things.
Like she just
Yeah.
like she's like my favorite thing ever is getting my favorite meal, turning on my show,
Yeah.
getting my drink, get my sausage. That's a perfect night to me.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-piece hot lemon pepper from Wingstop, lemon pepper fries, 3 ranches, all flats, fried hard.
Not an ad.
Not an ad. But you know what I'm saying? McDonald's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can I get 2 double cheeseburger, no onions, add mac sauce?
Not for full orders.
You know you fat as you start adding different sauces on shit. Like, start adding the mac sauce to the regular burgers.
I'm a plain Jane kind of girl, but like,
Really?
yeah. Oh, I like everything
She's
plain.
lying.
What? I like everything
Clearly.
plain, but I like it like, you know.
Well, that's another thing. I remember one time, I was like, I don't like eating chocolate. And somebody's like, you're a liar, fat bitch.
Right. Like,
You love eating
how
chocolate.
dare you? Right. Or like, I remember once like saying like, oh, like I love like broccoli. And they're like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You've
And,
never
like, I
eaten
love,
broccoli
like,
in your life.
Like, I love like iceberg lettuce. Bitch, who you fooling?
Right.
No, you
This is the first
don't.
salad you've ever had in your life. Okay, stop lying.
Or I told people, I like it's like also when you're fat, you can't be a picky eater.
Right. And I'm so picky. That's why people are always like, yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Sure, you whale.
And it's like, I hate peanut butter. And people are like, you're a liar.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm really not, man. You're gonna
Right.
like force feed it to me? All right, let's go to the next question. Faith, you can answer
Did
the
we
phone.
even answer that question?
Oh, wait. How do we become confident? I don't know how we got into this whole tangent. I went on. My fault. That was me.
This is what our FaceTime calls are like. We always lose the plot and we just like keep
Yeah,
going and
like,
going.
what the was this phone call
I
about?
think her question was about gaining confidence, and I feel like that question's just a really hard question to answer because it's kind of different for everybody's story. But it essentially, I mean, if you've known me since high school, you've known that like I just never really cared. I feel like sometimes life is just like I barely want to exist. Like I don't give a what somebody says about what I'm wearing.
Talking about, like in high school, man. Ooh, that Fannita was rough. I'm talking about that girl might not have went to bed teary-eyed one time. She cried every day. Like I had no confidence in high school. I was so insecure. Like I was still funny and outgoing and charismatic, but I wore like a mask.
Yeah.
I was never truly myself, and only like very select few people knew what was going on, like in my house. So like nobody knew what was happening to me. Nobody knew what I was going through. So like I didn't have no confidence. I would just project and be mean as all the time.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of like fat people in general, it's like we're we wouldn't say we're confident, but I feel like we're more so good at masking how insecure we truly are. Because in high school, truly, like, you know, I was still like putting myself out there, but even the utterance of the word fat, like somebody else could be in the classroom and I hear the word fat, the way I would like clutch my pearls, like pray they're not talking about
also,
me.
it took me so long to be able to call myself fat.
Yeah, to come to terms with that. And I didn't do that till after college. So this is recent.
I didn't, like I said, I didn't think I was fat till TikTok. I thought I was slim thick. I thought I was a BBW. Like, but yeah, I couldn't even call myself fat until probably like 2.5 years ago, maybe.
Right. So I think the goal should not be to how to gain this confidence, or more so just to how to come to terms with like being nicer to yourself.
Yeah. I agree.
And accepting who you are. You know, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have confidence, but I have really insecure days too. Yeah. And I still gotta show up and show out and be the baddest bitch I could be.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter whether or not I'm confident or not. Like, bitch gotta show up.
And it's also like confidence can be faked or whatever, so you never know if somebody's actually confident. Like, even like me and Faith, you probably think, Fannita and Faith are the most confident big girls we've ever seen. What if I hate myself? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? This all could be a ruse and a lie. This all could just be for monetary value. You know what I'm saying?
Fake it till you make it.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know. You just have to, my whole thing is you just have to be comfortable being what you are right now. Like, you have to be comfortable looking how you look right now and just accept it and be like, no matter what size I am or how heavy I am, I'm still a beautiful person. I feel like that once you reach that level, it's easier. You know what I mean? But it's like, we're in 2023. No, it's not like, we're not there yet, but it's a little bit more acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Faith size, that was like my 600-pound life back in the day.
No,
like,
people still say I'm like one cupcake away from 600-pound life.
That's actually crazy,
like,
bro.
they will still
also
say
like
that
I
shit.
also feel like people don't know how weight works.
Yeah, they say like I'm like a 7X on the internet. I swear to you, somebody said that the other day
Don't
to
you
me.
wear like a 1 or extra large?
I do wear like a 1X.
Every time Faith wears a 1X shirt, she gets jumped.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, girl, don't let me wear baby tee. That's an extra large.
Yeah,
oh my God, the way
they
that
be ready to jump her ass.
They got me. They also take my videos and put them on other platforms just to like shit
also,
on them.
remember that time it was your friend and she was like a small?
Yeah, my cousin. She was. Oh my God. Let's not even
she got
talk about how
jumped by
they were
association.
like, "You're small. I'm a speck of dust. If you're small, I'm Tinkerbell." I was like, okay, this is like the petite
and
police.
It also is like,
I can't.
It's also like clothing fits differently on different bodies.
Right.
Like, what you might be a small in, you might be a medium in something else, or a large in something else, and da-da-da-da-da.
But my thing is, why is it that skinny girls are allowed to wear toddler 4-year-old tees, but when I want to wear an extra large, I'm committing a crime. I'm like taking clothes away from people.
You're stealing clothes from the smaller girls. Y'all thrift them big ass t-shirts and make them ugly ass 2-piece sets, man. Shut up talking to me.
Right, doing them thrift flips.
Yeah, and it be ugly as every time.
Stealing clothes off our back.
All right,
when
I'll
I do
answer
it,
the next one.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, Fannita. My name is Naomi. I am a Black trans woman. That was completely unnecessary. I didn't really need to tell you all that. But basically, all I really wanted to know is first of all, I'm 18.
Okay.
And I'm about to start some college stuff.
Okay.
I'm doing community and then 4-year. And like, I just wanted some recommendations on like stuff I should and shouldn't do. Because I know those are the years that you're supposed to go wild.
Yeah.
But you know, I also don't want to go too wild.
Yeah.
And I know you've experienced that. But yeah, I love you.
Little bitch, you just
much.
try to read me? Don't call my phone trying to read. I love you too, Naomi. Thank you for calling in. Obviously, as if you've watched my podcast consistently, you know I've done a lot of wild things in my time. Do's and don'ts. Do have fun. Do show up to class. Don't party on nights you know you got to be up early in the morning. Like that, because you never make it to... Also, don't sign up for an 8 a.m. You're never going to go to the 8 a.m. Don't sign up for the 8 a.m. And don't party if you know you got a morning class because you're not going to want to get up. Always leave with the people that you came with. Always make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we got a buddy system. Nobody's left alone. What else? Do your assignments on time. I mean, I dropped out of college, so you really shouldn't even take my advice.
I'm like, did you finish?
No. Okay, babe, you finished, right?
I did finish.
You went to a 4-year?
I did.
Oh, cute. Go ahead.
No shade, but you made it through.
I went to school for 4 years, too. I just didn't graduate.
What? What were you studying?
Bullshit. I don't know, man.
You don't even know the degree.
I was probably trying to do medical school after my major change.
Same. I think, though, all her advice is super valid, though. Like, the 8 a.m. is never a good idea. It sounds like one because you just got out of high school, but, like, you never make it to it.
Because, like, the thing about, like, going to college is that now you don't have any obligation. Like, if you don't go to school, nobody's going to check you for it.
Right.
And it's
like
really,
you just wasted your money.
Exactly. So it's really easy, like I did. It's really easy to slip into, like, nothing's going to happen if I don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that probably the only extra piece of advice is, like, find a good group of friends
Find
to fall
a good
back on.
group
Like,
of
the type of
friends.
friends that want to go with you to the library, not just the ones that want to party.
Yeah.
You got to find the friends
also,
that are, like,
have
balanced.
to find the friends that hold you accountable.
Yes.
And also, if you're a black trans woman, I want you to be safe. Mm-hmm. I want you to be safe because it can be very dangerous.
Yes, take a kickboxing class, please.
Yeah. Get some pepper spray, a taser, like, and the gun.
Scary times.
Oh, and don't drink out of other people's drinks type shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't do drugs unless it's like weed. That's fine. You can do some harder shit, but like that's your business. I wouldn't dive into like the slopes. You know what I mean? Like that's like teetering the line because I feel like that's the real gateway drug.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
not too much alcohol either.
No, yes.
I've got alcohol poisoning like twice, and I almost lost like an organ.
Twice in my life, though. Alcohol poisoning is a rite of passage.
Is it though?
I got alcohol poisoning at my graduation.
Dang.
I was like funneling like 17 like Bud Lights.
Wow.
I'm from Alabama, so yeah, there's only beer at the party.
Oh.
And that's like the last day I've ever drinking beer in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Beer tastes like toe.
It tastes like, yeah.
Do it. Are you gonna? Okay. Hello.
Hi,
You look so cute just
Fannita.
then.
Hey, Faith.
Hey.
I'm a fellow fit girl. My name is Sierra, and I had a question, right? So I've been banging with this dude for a while. We were cool, yada, yada, yada. But he want to smash. I mean, we already kind of did that before, but I just want to know.
Why did you call in?
Should I do it, even though he kind of seems a little distant, but we kind of got the feel? Or should I just leave him alone in the past? Anyway, thank you guys.
Did she say that she has a little bit of distance?
He's been a little distant.
Oh, girl, he don't with you.
I feel
He's
like
only with you for the pussy.
if you only want to just, do it for you, girl, get your one.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you want something more and you could tell he's being distant, you got that $1
clip
million pussy, okay? Do not give it to him.
$1 million.
Okay? It is worth way more.
$1 million. Ooh,
Hold out.
Ooh.
He don't deserve it.
6-inch pumps, play with his balls, dunks. I got that $1 million.
You have like the best memory.
$1 million. I'ma make you tap out. Tap out. Yeah, I say if you just want to then but if you want something more and he's being distant, we already know what that's code for.
Yeah.
If you a dude and they immediately start like responding back slow or they don't
being distant, like
You
know
already
he
know
only
what
wants you
time
for
it
one
is.
thing.
Yeah.
Don't give it to him. But again, if it's for you, girl, get your one.
Yeah.
But if you know you want more and you're catching feelings, don't even bother.
It ain't nothing. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't want everyone to get into the, you know what I'm saying? If you wanna smash as women, that is our God given right. You know what I'm saying? And you should have sex with them if you want to. But if you are trying to like get a little bit cozy, I don't think it's gonna happen, sister.
Same.
Hello.
Hey, Fannita, and hey, Faith. I love you guys so much.
Me too.
But I have a question for Faith. What's it like dating somebody, like, as an influencer, up and coming? Does it ever get awkward, or, like, are there ever times where you don't trust each other? I don't know. It just seems like that would be something that would be really difficult for me. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too. Not you hanging up the phone. You're free.
I'm not gonna speak because I wasn't spoken to.
It's funny, like that they asked this. Me and him were just talking about this in like the hotel about like, how interesting it is,
But good thing about your boyfriend, he don't be doing shit, man. I don't even think I follow him on any social media.
I don't even think she knows his social media.
I don't.
The world doesn't even know his name for all. Like, it's
only when I expose it on live because I forget that it's a secret.
Yeah, but they don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
So they're like trying to crack the code, the Da Vinci Code. But I think, what did she say? Is it weird, uncomfortable being with like,
Somebody in the public eye.
Well, I think that a lot of people, especially like in this industry, try to like gear towards more people that are also in the industry. I kind of wanted the complete opposite of that because I feel like it's all encompassing. People love the couple channels, the fake pranks, and then
the fake pranks really make me hang myself, man.
The fake pranks are really like
Like
you
if I
know.
had a suicide, it would just be like couples pranks on the suicide note.
Like that is my hell. Okay,
that literally is my hell,
If you had
bro.
to like strap me to a chair and watch,
like glue my eyes open.
yeah, like I cannot.
If they kidnap me and take me to Guantanamo Bay and play one couples prank video, I'd tell everything.
You're sick, but yeah, that's literally how I feel, and like I feel like those lines can be really blurred really fast. Like now everything you guys do is a vlog or like a couple's prank.
Where's so and so? Where's so and so?
Yeah.
They break up, and then people are always gonna be in your business from there on out.
Yeah, so it is a little uncomfortable because people will make literal think pieces about like my relationship, and they'll like overanalyze his face, his body language, just like everything about how he's acting.
But they wouldn't do that if you were skinny.
No, they wouldn't.
Yep.
They definitely wouldn't. I saw this actual post on Facebook the other day. I don't know how the hell I got on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
But like somebody watermarked it, and it was a page called Literal Insecurities, and it was like color knows no shape. I mean, love knows no color, no shape.
And it
or
was
whatever.
you?
Yeah, it was me and him, and it was like a photo from like almost like a year and a half ago, and I was just like, how the heck did they even like get watermarked it too? By the way, like it was their photo.
Watermark somebody else's picture, man.
So I think that is a little, uncomfy, but I feel like I do my best to kind of like manage it and, just talking, open communication, I feel like that's with any relationship, but honestly, that sounds like a question kind of for him because I don't know what it's like dating an influencer.
What's it like dating an influencer?
He
said, as long as I mind my business, I think everything's cool.
Yeah, and I feel like, you have a partner that's supportive of you, and he's really supportive of just like
Really
everything
is.
I do. I mean,
love
he's
you
just right
guys.
here on the side.
Yeah, I love you guys together. Y'all are a beautiful couple.
Aw,
I want what
thank
you guys have. I'm telling you, I want your life, and I'm willing to take
want
it from
him?
you. I don't want him.
I was like, you can have him for an hour. No, just kidding.
An hour, girl. You know what I can do in an hour?
I'm just kidding.
We gonna get freaky tonight.
He's gonna like take you to Denny's.
Why the I get Denny's? I see all the nice places he be taking you. I get f***ing Denny's.
He's gonna take you to like a restaurant.
Can we at least go to like Olive Garden? I really love Olive Garden.
He's never been. Have you been to Olive? Like once. Oh yeah, with me. That's it.
Oh, I don't want to go there then.
See? Well, I guess you're not gonna go nowhere.
We're gonna
I
make
think
new
the only place
memories.
we haven't been is Denny's.
Ew. We didn't eat. Bro, let me tell y'all one time I got hit with a Denny's ghost kitchen, bro. So,
Yo, the DoorDash kitchens
bro,
are crazy.
DoorDash will pay for their crimes, and these ghost kitchens will burn in hell. So one day I'm like in the hills, whatever. I'm like, I want to get something to eat. I see these places on DoorDash with like grilled sandwiches, like panini
The melts,
press.
yes. The melts are really what get you.
The melts. I seen the melts. I seen this brisket melt. I said, order.
Like, I'm trying to support a local business.
Me too. I thought it was a real business. Mind you, when I was a freshman at my college, there was a Denny's across from my dorm. So I get my melt. I get the pulled pork sandwich. I start eating it, right? I bust open the fries. I said, these look a little familiar. I was like, I've had these before. And I was like, I've never been to this place in LA. Where the And then I found out about ghost kitchens on Twitter. I go back to the meltdown and find out it was Denny's.
Denny's was definitely favorite. I feel like everybody's had that universal experience because I'm like, let me support a local small business instead of doing national local favorites. I'm like, let me
Dare
see.
you guys, bro.
And then it's just Denny's every single time.
Like, oh, let me try this mom and pop pizza place. It's
Right.
CC's.
Last time I tried to
Chuck E.
support
Cheese
a small
pizza.
business. Literally.
Now, Faith, it's time for my favorite segment. How big is it? Movie magic. So, Faith has a beautiful black boyfriend.
Why'd you have to say that?
Because it's important. Its context is needed for what you're about to pick. Get it, guys? Because black men have huge dicks. Anyways, so I'm going to pick what I think Faith's boyfriend's dick size is, and you're going to tell me if it's accurate.
Wait, I had to preface this that we talked about this, and she literally, and I quote, said, "We all know that he has a fat old cock." And I said, she needs to be in jail for saying the C word. Okay?
He has a big fat cock.
Like, using that in 2023, like that.
Okay, so, all right. So, in front of me, I got an eggplant, a turnip, a papaya, a very large cucumber, and a banana, and then a
What the
star
hell is
fruit.
that?
The sea urchin thing? I don't know.
My grandma eats those.
Really?
Yes.
Granny wildin', bro. Her little freak ass.
What?
How the f*** you eat something like
I
this?
don't know. She be
How the
must.
You look at something freaky like this and decide to eat it. Your grandma a freak.
My grandma loves toast.
Is it your mom's mom?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Not my mom catching
a
a stray.
All right. Okay, be serious, Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I like to mix and match because for your boyfriend, I think the bananas is too small for what we're going for, and so I think if I'm going to be honest, I think it's the length of the turnip with the girth of the cucumber.
The combo is insane. I feel like you genuinely have to be stopped. Well, I've actually never seen it.
Girl, stop lying, man.
But if I had
it sounds
to
like
guess,
the back streets of Chicago, man. Come on. One time when I was visiting Faith when she lived in Miami, I was like, "Is that gunshots?" And I was like, "Oh no, Faith and her boyfriend are just upstairs."
That never happened. You're so sick. We are waiting for marriage.
It sounds like a cannonball on a pirate ship.
Okay, let me see what the options are.
Girl, it damn sure ain't this shit. And if it is, God bless you. How are you walking?
So you said the length
You know what they say? Once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair.
What do the girls say? I don't see color.
Okay, seriously.
Okay.
I think this is accurate.
So wait, you said the length of that.
The length of the turnip and the girth of the cucumber. Do you want to grab it and see if it feels familiar?
I told you I've never seen it.
Do you want to grab it and see if it
Never
feels familiar?
felt
Does that feel familiar to you?
This is a cucumber. It feels like a pickle.
Does that feel familiar to you or not?
A little.
Okay, it feels at home. It feels at home.
No.
All right, now see about the length.
This is actually
Wait. Can I see what's bigger? Can I see what's longer? Let me see. Can I see that again?
That hook on the banana is crazy.
Does it have a curve though? Because if it has a curve, I want to throw this in. Okay. So I think this is it. Okay, the length of that with the girth of this.
Okay, I don't know what. Let's just say I'll pick the turnip.
No, but am I right with the girth of this?
Why are we getting to girth? I thought it was how big is it?
Yeah, because
not the
it's deep,
circumference of his dick.
I mean, Faith, if you don't want to play the game, then don't say you're going to play the game. This is literally my show.
Turnip.
But we know it's not exactly this. That's why I combined them. Because obviously his dick ain't this big at the shaft.
I thought that was like the balls.
This is the balls.
Those little sea urchin things.
Okay, so you heard it here first. I was right. It's the length of this with the girth of this. Hey, would you say that's pretty accurate, man?
Can we get a comparison? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, actually, can you just pull it out, man? We're going to find out live today for the first time ever.
Live comparison.
Live reaction. And then that will be uploaded on my Patreon. Somebody get rid of this. All right, beautiful Phaith Montoya. Unfortunately, it's closing time. You ain't got to go home. You just got to get the hell up off my set. So it has been wonderful having you here. Tell the people where they can find you, babes, and what you got going on. What can they be on the lookout for?
Just look out for me, Phaith Montoya, Phaith with a PH, on all social
Pretty
hot in Phaith. Find me on all social platforms. It's just Phaith with a PH. Yes, and her name's actually after the show going to be Fannita with a PH as well.
Yeah, I'm legally changing it because I want her life. I'm legally changing my name to Fannita with a PH.
No, this is my sister.
No, I love Phaith so much, and like outside of like just like the bullshit and the internet stuff, I'm so glad I met you.
Same.
Like I feel like sometimes like this TikTok stuff was meant so I could meet people like you, and you are somebody that's so like near and dear to my heart.
I feel like you always give this like little interlude about how much you love people, and I gotta tell you how much I love you because you're my sister, truly. Like, you know how you meet people and you're like, you feel like you've known them in other lives.
I knew that me and you would be longtime friends when we were in New York and we couldn't keep up walking with anybody.
Literally, and we were walking slow together. Yeah. And I felt so at home.
Yep.
And I think ever since then I've just felt so at home, and I feel like I wish the internet was able to see who you were off of it, because I feel like with me, you get so sensitive and just like you put all your walls down, and you're just the sweetest, most amazing person, and I love you so much.
I love you too.
You're my sister.
You made me so happy, and I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have so much fun this weekend.
Same.
Okay, and you know it's me. It's Fannita. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel. And then comment on this video. What did you like most? Maybe it's my tits in this see-through mesh shirt. Maybe it's Faith's tits. Maybe it's both of ours. Let's rank them. Rate my tits 1 through 10 in the comment section. This has been another great episode. I had one of my very, very best friends. I love her so much on the show, and I'm so happy that we got to talk about some real serious issues about our community, and we just had a lot of fun today.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you want to find me, you can find me at Fannita on TikTok and Instagram, because I'm cool and have my first name for all my socials, except for Twitter. On Twitter, I have my last name because I'm strange, and it's Fannita Leggett. But this has been a fun time, guys, and I'll catch you guys next week with a brand new episode. Bye.